Hello everybody, welcome to this exciting YouTube show. My name is Dennis Umubanga from Umubanga Media. In this video, I'm going to take you through tips and tricks on how to find the good, the perfect, the best wedding photographer for your event, for your wedding, for your big day. You dreamt about this day, and so you need somebody who will be able to capture your memories, bring out your memories in the best way possible. So stay tuned as I give you tips, tricks on how to go about it. See you on the other side. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the Umubanga YouTube channel for more exciting content coming up. And so, step number one, create a vision board for your wedding. Create a vision board for your big day. Most grooms, brides, do not really take time to really look at what they want, really how their photographs need to come out or how their video needs to come out. So create a vision board, go on Pinterest, research, look at how they shot at specific locations. If your wedding is at that specific location, look at how different weddings were captured. And so from there, you get to gain inspiration on how you want your big day to be like. And that as well sets the tone even as you are looking for a photographer, because you would have already found a style, you would have already found a way in which you want your wedding story to be told. So make sure you look around, go online, find inspiration, look at things which you like. There are pages like Zambia Weddings and Kitchen Parties. There are all these different wedding pages around. You can go on Pinterest, you can do all your research and be able to find really a theme or a vision on how you want your wedding to look like. So that's very important. Create a vision board. Number two, know your budget. Know how much you want to spend on your wedding photography or video. That's very important because it will help you know what kind of photographer to go for. Are you going to go for the high, the middle, or the low? So it's entirely up to you. Depends with how much you're willing to spend. And that's very important because it will help you even as you're looking for a photographer, know where to go, which area to go, which places to target. And that's really, really important. Number three, make sure you research your photographers or videographer. Look at their work, look at what they're doing, look at what they're shooting, look at how they're shooting their weddings. Look at how the different types of environments they're dealing with. Are they shooting in the night? I know a lot of photographers who cannot shoot in the night. Are they very good natural light shooters? I know a lot of photographers who can shoot in the day. So look at different photographers, see what they are doing, see what is happening, see how they are posing people, how good are they with the lighting, how good are they in capturing those specific fine details, those fine moments where you placed something down. Are they able to capture that? Are they able to see that? Are they able to capture moments when people are crying, when people are laughing, when people are in those spaces, when they're on the dance floor? Are they able to do all those things? So that's very, very important. Look out for all these things because it sets the tone. Imagine your wedding is in the night and then you get a photographer who cannot shoot in the night or doesn't even know their lighting style and all. So it gets to mess up your day. You look back at those memories and you'll be sad. We all know the stories of people who said, oh, I have an uncle who is able to shoot their wedding, and then the uncle did not deliver anything because he never pressed the record button. Yeah, we have those moments. So in order for you to reduce that, research your photographer, learn, see what they are doing, see what works they've been able to put out. That's very, very important. It goes a long, long way. Oh, and then the other thing is see their reviews. Reviews are as well important because you get to see if people really like their works. Read the comments sometimes, like you get to see how people really deal with the whole world. And yeah, that's very important as well. Research your photographer. Research. I'll emphasize again, research your photographer or videographer so that you are not disappointed. The fourth thing is have a conversation with your photographer. Interview them. call them, have a phone call, have a video call, or meet in person. That as well is very important because you get to see interpersonal relations, like how do they communicate with you? Are they able to communicate with you properly? Because others do not have courtesy. Others can even insult your father. We've seen it happen. Others would even fight because things went wrong or they were just all rude and all. So have conversations with your photographer or videographer before the actual day. Interview them. Ask them, see, are they professional? Are they articulate? Are they able to put out what? Because there are times you see great work and then you meet this person and then they are not so good person. Yeah, their work is great, but you do not want somebody who, yes, their work is good but their interpersonal skills are super bad. You do not want that person because they'll spoil your day. You want somebody who is genuine, who's there interacting with you and be able to bring out those moments. Speaking as a photographer, for me, it all goes with how I'm relating with people. If I'm shooting a wedding, I make sure that I relate with the bride and groom or the bridal party and make sure that we make this the most memorable and make sure that whatever pressure I have will not affect the actual day. So interpersonal skills are super important. Professionalism is as well important. So have conversations, sit down, talk them through your mood board, your vision board, see how best, if they're able to do it, if they are able to execute what you want them to execute as well. Hear their contributions. I know some photographers will just be like, hey, I do not shoot like this. This is how I shoot. They're rigid, they want their way all the time. So see if you're having conversations and see if they'll be able to execute pretty much what you want. Remember, it's your day. Yes, they are an artist. Yes, we do not want to take away the artistic side, but you have a say. It's your big day. It's your event. You want the best of it, and so you tell them, say, this is what we have, this is what we envision, and this is what we want. And so see if your photographer will be able to execute that. So have conversations with your photographer. Do not just go ahead and get somebody without having a conversation with them, or you don't even know them. Yeah, so have conversations with them. That's very important. Number 5, booking. Yeah, well, booking is now that you've agreed, you like the photographer, you're like, hey, we'll go with you, we'll go with this videographer, we'll go with this person. We really like their style, we really like their professionalism, we really like their work. Now you're about to make a decision, now you're about to put it on paper, and you're about to pay for this photographer services. Now, things to look out for. Number 1, the contract. I know in Zambia, when we hear contracts, we do not like those things. But contracts are really important, especially huge events like weddings, pretty much every event. Contracts are really, really important. So get to read the contract, see the finer details in the contract. I know the contract will have things like the date, the wedding date, things like the venue, the times, how much it will cost, terms on use of the images in terms of if the photographer can share them or put his logo. This is where now the conversation of, hey, these are my pictures. Oh, these are not your pictures. Me, I paid for the pictures. They are mine. So who owns the pictures? Yeah, so get to read the contract so that you see who owns the pictures. So contracts are really, really important. See what's stipulated in there. See, the contract will stipulate how many people the photographer will come with, because I know as you plan your weddings, you have limited numbers of people. And so there are others who say, oh, the photography team, as we come, we are 10. If it was in the contract and then you signed it without reading, yeah, they show up 10 of them. So always read your contract. See what's their delivery period. So all that will be stipulated in the contract. What happens when photographs are lost? All that should be stipulated in the contract. What happens when a death occurs or there's an injury or something happened along the way? what happens. So make sure you read the contract. Most photography contracts tend to protect the photographer and not the bride or the groom. So the contract, you say stuff like, in case of software malfunction, the photographer will not give you a refund. The photographer will not do anything really. It's your loss. So make sure you read that finer detail. And I've seen a lot of people lose out. Photographers did not deliver the work. There was no contract. So contracts really are there to protect the two parties, really, the photographer or the videographer and the bride or groom or the events planner. So that's really important. Read your contracts. Read them before you make payment. So as I was saying on booking, so when you read, agree, so the same contracts will also stipulate your payment options, your payment plans, and also read all that, and then you'll be able to make your payment. That's very, very important. So read your contract. I'll emphasize again before you sign that document. Read. We're very good people, Zambians. We are readers. By the way, side note, I know we have a lot of brilliant young photographers who are coming up and they do not have contracts. If you like their work, if you like what they're doing, you can come to an agreement, draft something, write something on paper, and agree on it, sign it, and you move on so that you protect yourself from harm. It's painful losing pictures. It's painful because you never relive a wedding. It's over when it goes, it goes. When it goes, it goes. So you cannot come back and say, hey, I wanted to redo my wedding. Ooh, the vibes will be different. So read the contract. Dressing is as well important. So get to see, you can as well put it in the contract what the photographer wears, because weddings have got different themes and if you want your photographer smartly dressed, of course they'll argue to say, no, we're creatives, we have to kneel, we cannot be in a tuxedo, we cannot wear. So agree on what you want the photographers to wear. Most of them, of course, show up in their branded attire, which is okay. So just make sure that your photographer is appropriately dressed for your big event. Make sure they are appropriately dressed for your big event, because they are as well a part of the event. They make it successful and people see them. So they wouldn't want to be seeing something which is unattractive or badly dressed. So make sure you also include that. That's very important. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've subscribed. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. Share with your friends. Share with a bride or a groom or an events planner. Tell them. Oh, by the way, I'll mention a few photographers who I think are very good wedding photographers, and also you get to see. I think it's like on the screen right now. I think you're able to see them. Just follow them on Instagram, Facebook. TikTok maybe. So follow them and see what they're doing. Thank you. Peace.